Hey, people of the internet. I'm Phil, and this is my best buddy, John.
I am. We are best buddies.
We also go by Fantastic
And the Mandog. For years now. For quite some time.
Yeah. So, we've been friends since we were kids, and we want to talk about some stuff. So, let us talk about some stuff, and if you want to listen to it, don't turn it off. All right?
Pretty simple.
Yeah,
I like it.
pretty simple.
I like it.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about first things first, we are metal fans, have been since we were kids, and still are at almost 40. So we want to talk about the things that made us love metal. That's what we're going to do.
Metal.
Like the albums that led us to, where we are. What albums, made us go, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's almost like the first love moment,
Yeah.
like when everything stops around and all you can focus on is what is banging your ears.
Yeah.
Making sweet, sweet love to your ear holes.
Yeah. It's like, like just aggressive and angry and all the things you are when you're like
but makes you happy.
Yes.
That's what I love about it. Because when other people are like, when I hear your music, I just want to beat the shit out of somebody. And I'm like, really? It calms me down.
It's like I do. I want to beat the shit out of somebody in the best way possible.
Yeah. Respectfully.
I want to be beaten as well as beat somebody else together with people who like this stuff.
Could be a war.
Yeah.
Mosh pits. Just saying.
Mosh pits.
That's what they're about. Yeah. Taking
out
that aggression. Yeah. I'm too old for that.
Not anymore because it hurts too bad.
I'm too old. I'm gonna wake up in pain.
It hurts me. And I wear glasses.
And you see, I have these spectacle assistants.
Yeah, we don't want to lose our glasses in the mosh pit anymore. It was a wonderful time, but a bad,
wasn't it?
Bad sitch.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to drive and you don't have backup glasses in your car.
Idiot.
Stupid. I learned a valuable lesson that day.
What was that day?
It was
my glasses.
June 18th, 2018 is what it was. And we saw Slayer on their farewell tour. And it was
Lamb of God. Who else?
Anthrax. Testament was there, but we missed Testament. We should have left fucking earlier, which is such bullshit.
Isn't it?
I'm kicking myself in the ass for not leaving earlier than we did.
Yeah.
But
that's right. I forgot about that disappointment.
Such is life. Anywho, we are drinking Truly, and I know that's really not metal, but it's so tasty.
It's delicious, and the calories. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
I'm almost 40.
I made fun of it so bad, but it's delicious.
It's delectable.
Yeah.
Say what you want. It is what it is.
Like I feel like I'm getting my fruit in. I feel like I'm drinking something nutritious.
It's one of the four and a half food
It's
groups.
Like I don't get fruits or vegetables during the day. So when I get home, I drink a Truly to get
I drink
berries
a berry
punch
berries,
Truly. And everybody knows that berries are good for your immune system.
The seeds get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah. Now we don't have to worry about the seeds getting stuck in our teeth. We can just drink
berries. I don't have to chew the berries.
I mean, it's
pretty stupid not to.
Anyway, we're kind of going off the rails. But
welcome.
This is what happens when we ramble.
Welcome.
But we're going to talk about our favorite metal albums. Or not our favorite metal albums, the metal albums that introduced us. Which happens to be one of them also happens to be my favorite metal album.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. We'll get into that.
We're talking about our first memorable metal boner.
Okay. What's yours?
Dude, I mean, I swear I remember it. It was middle school, and it was MTV was on. I woke up really early because my dad left for work early,
Mm-hmm.
and I would not wake up on my own if he did not wake me up. That's the truth.
Well, I remember.
Not too far off from today.
I remember you saying he used to record that.
I'm better with alarms. Yeah,
How
he
bad
did.
it-
He's
how
like,
bad it
"It's
was
time
to
to
get-
get up. Don't keep. Like, I wouldn't, no words. To hear me in the background is pretty depressing. I wish I still had some of those cassettes.
Yeah.
All right, it's like, it's been 15 minutes, John. Get up. I go, yes, I am.
I am
I'm up. Head still on the pillow under the blankets. I'm up.
Oh Lord.
So that's why I was up so early when I was watching MTV. When they played videos, it was great. And early in the morning they did, and that slow intro with a really light drum roll hit, and then it went down, 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 down. Oh man,
Unforgiven too.
Unforgiven 2.
Right.
Unforgiven 2. It just everything about it, the video. I can honestly say visually, the video didn't do anything for me. But
Just another video.
It
on
was
MTV.
just a video, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like
necessarily a video guy.
I don't read too much into videos.
They always have some weird thing going on. It's more Hollywood.
I usually liked when it was like live shots of the band and the crowd.
I've always been a live
solid
guy.
studio recording. Yeah.
It's just sometimes it gets too abstract, and it's like you're like I don't know
what I've known.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like it, but then again, a lot of people don't like the Load and Reload album. But for me, it was Metallica for when we were coming up. We're almost 40. We're not 50-something years old.
Yeah.
Where we grew up with Master Puppets. We did
16 to 1984. You know what I mean? I was born.
So when we were teenagers, Load and Reload were coming out. Load, Reload, and the whole late '90s Metallica scene was going on.
And I can like you said, I love that album. I love that song.
Mainly
because of what it did for me. It brought me in. Like that was I saw that video. I went out and I bought that album. And oddly enough, I think same time, probably, I think you found them a little bit sooner than I. But and then we started talking about. I was like, dude, I got this album. It's fucking badass. Yep. And that's what gave me my first metal boner. Was Unforgiven 2.
Nice.
But boy, what a door it opened. That's why it holds a special place for me. It opened such a door of escape and like wonderment. Scusi.
Right.
Because that's what brought me into metal, and I sought out more Metallica, and then you do your little searches on the internet that we had back in the day, and if you search this, you would see this.
The internet was really bad back then. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, we had a very similar journey into liking metal.
Yeah.
Mine was Black Album. Okay.
That album gets a lot of guff, but
it does. But mine was Black Album.
So catchy.
But it wasn't Sad But True, or it wasn't Enter Sandman that got me.
The tail end of the album.
The last four songs of the album. But okay, so I remember we were camping in the backyard, me and my sister, and she had gotten into Metallica a little bit because she was going through this kind of rebel phase.
Yeah.
And she bought the Black Album because she was working at like McDonald's at the time. I was probably 13-ish, and she was 15 or 16, something like that. And I might have been about 14, really. Like I was kind of liking metal, maybe.
Right, but it
when
wasn't what you were listening to entirely.
Yeah, I was starting to be intrigued by the aggression of it, maybe from what little I did see on MTV. But when my sister brought home the Black Album, I must have been 14 then, because it was the summer of '98, And yeah, that's around the time, 98ish.
Yeah, I mean it was middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, 98 was towards the end of middle school.
Yeah. Because in 97 I was very receptive to like heavy, but I was receptive to everything.
Yeah, all heavy. If it was just like I was listening to Papa Roach and stuff like that.
Yeah, but even
Kid Rock,
even
harder
like
Kid
rap
Rock
and stuff like and
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
I like Busta
even
Rhymes.
then I was like I was starting to kind of like outside of the box music, you know.
Squall.
Yeah, he was cool though. Come on, man. He had killer hair.
So fast, and he just
and
it was good stuff.
Rap back then was so talented.
Hit it when they're gonna get it, then gotta go back.
Like what the fuck? He's making so many words happen.
And
the video, but those videos were fucking cool.
His video with Janet Jackson. You remember?
Yeah,
I don't remember the song.
But the video but the song you were just talking about.
Yeah.
That fucking video was it was all in the camera and shit, you know, like it's like there's so many words hitting my ears.
I don't know how you're doing that. I'm hearing all the words, but they're not.
But anyway, like I was getting into all sorts of outside the box music. So even like Tupac and stuff when it would come on TV and you remember because after he was dead, right? They put that video on MTV even, and it was like good. It was good, whatever. But it wasn't. It was around that 98 where I distinctly remember me and my sister were camping out in the backyard because we would do that sometimes, you know. It was fun. Throw a tent up in the backyard and camp. And I remember she was playing. She had her like battery powered boombox thing. We were listening to the Black Album because she had just gotten it.
CD, right?
CD. Yeah, it was a CD. And
not that old.
I remember hearing "The God That Failed." Was the first song that really was just like. I was at an age where I was maybe, you know, trying to figure out my own thoughts on things. Yeah. And
inquisitive and you know,
and
questioning.
Like, you know, I knew I knew like everything I was raised in, and I just thought maybe I don't know. It's like wow, I had questions and things that were on my mind, and hearing things like that maybe blatant. Right. It was more about Christian Science, not necessarily Christianity, but like the fact that it talked about like the healing hand held back by the deep nail.
Hand held back by
like that. Just that line stuck in my head, and I was like, "That's." Part of me was like, "Oh, that's bad," but part of me was also like, I had questions and things.
I totally get what you're saying.
And then, and like that song just really. It intrigued me so bad. And then it was hearing My Friend of Misery. Yeah. Which would be the exact song after. Yeah. And then Struggle Within.
Struggle Within.
Those three songs, it was just My Friend of Misery is just like beautiful. Yeah. You know? Like that opening, Newstead's bass playing and shit. Yeah. I was like, fuck. And then hit with Struggle Within. It was like, man, these are all emotions that I'm having. Yeah. All of it. Like those last three songs on the album really was just like, holy shit. It just really
struck a chord.
Yeah. Really hit me. Really hit me on those. That block of songs on the Black Album. And I still, sometimes if I don't feel like listening to the beginning where all the hits are, I'll just go to the back half of the album and just let her go.
Yeah. 100%. Totally agree on that. And that's it's kind of funny because like, and we've always been like this. You really, it's funny that we love the music because you really love what it's talking about and like the meaning behind the song, the words. And I am not a words guy at all. Like the words that are coming out have to sound good. Yeah. It's all about
but you're not listening.
It's all about an eargasm for me. Like when the music is good, when something I like to hear is on, it just does something. It definitely releases some endorphins.
We're just working through it. What's this one?
Mm-hmm.
Tropical Punch.
Tropical Punch. Yeah. He's got the ideas.
Okay.
Tropical Punch.
So now we talked about the album or these songs or albums that got us in. Let's go to the next album. What cemented you as a metalhead?
What did I get after Reload?
Justice.
Yeah.
You got Justice.
Yes,
I know better than you do.
Yes, I did. I needed that reassurance.
Fucking Justice.
Okay, so you go from the melody and the soul that's in Reload that I am digging. Fucking love this fucking album.
It's more groove. It's very groove feeling.
So good, so heavy, and now I hear
very
Injustice
alternatively
for All.
heavy though.
Yes. And then Injustice for All enters me,
which is just a fucking crunch fest.
Oh my gosh, the mechanics of that album are top notch.
Very rigid. It goes from very grooving to very rigid.
For my introduction to them, and I was like, oh my god, this right here, like I hadn't heard one a million times already, but man, to hear
Blackened,
come on, man, the entire from cover to cover on that album is Short Straw, Harvester of Sorrow. They're long songs. They're very technical songs, but it's so tight and so heavy.
To live is to die.
To live is to die.
Oh, that song is so.
Dyer's Eve.
Eye of the Beholder.
Eye of the Beholder.
I fucking love it.
Dude, so in college, I had one of my classes. Sullivan County Community College. Dropped out second semester.
Better than I ever did.
But in that second semester, I had to take a class called speech. I was going to school to be a chef, and I had to take a speech class because there are certain classes that you just have to take if you want to get a degree, period. I didn't get that degree. We had to pick a song or something that that we like connected on, and all I did was open up Injustice for All's booklet, and I started reading the words, and I timed myself reading the words, and I was like, "Eye of the Beholder, it is." And the more I read it, I was like, "Damn, this is fucking badass." And it's funny too because I used that quote my senior year.
What did people think of it when you read it?
Everybody was very receptive of it. I got a good grade on it. I don't remember the grade, but I know I did good. Like the teacher was like, "Oh, that was really good." Damn right it was. It's fucking Metallica. Yeah, I didn't get no shit for it. I didn't get a bad grade. Because it had to be a reading. It wasn't something.
It didn't have to be original.
Yeah, correct. It had to be something that a song or a poem or something that they didn't really want it to be a poem because they wanted it to be a song brought to word form, and they wanted you to say it. It was good. I did a good job. Good job.
Should have read Frayed Ends of Sanity.
I think you need to talk to somebody. Couldn't make it last long enough.
Old habits reappear.
Yeah.
Fighting the fear of fears. Growing conspiracy. Everyone's after me. The frayed ends of sanity. Hear them calling me. Hear them calling me.
Hear them calling me.
Old habits reappear. Bill and Ted shit right there.
I like.
But Justice,
Yeah.
brother, that is such a good album.
And were we talking about Metallica at this point already? Or had
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were.
I rely on him for memory.
Okay, so with John, he found Justice. I found Ride the
Lightning. See, yeah.
Ride the Lightning.
I thought
was
I knew it.
And also, by the way, that was my sister's influence because she got Ride the Lightning. It was one of those things where I don't think she liked Ride the Lightning nearly as much as I liked Ride the Lightning.
Right.
Because she got another Metallica album, and this one was way less catchy. You know what I mean? But for me, I liked it so much more. So I pretty much bogarted that album, and I listened to Ride the Lightning on a loop for like a year straight. Just nonstop.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Fade to Black. Like what teenage kid who's like depressed and weird can't relate to that shit? Or,
Yeah.
Get a little bit of like, hoo-boo bee-boo moment.
Just a little hoo-boo bee-boo.
Yeah.
But metal up your ass, boo-hoo-boo-boo bee-boo.
We all got little whiny baby moments when we're teenagers,
Like my little bolo hoogie frugoos.
Yeah.
My hoogie frugoos.
So Call of Cthulhu, that set for me, like the instrumental Metallica songs, was just like, it's like, damn it, they're not even singing. It's like I'm just listening. It's like an orchestra playing, but it's like guitars and bass and drums.
And see, being not a vocal or a lyric person, you would think that instrumentals would be like, yeah, I like singing.
It's the rhythm of it.
Yeah, I like singing.
Like the cadence.
Yeah, I like it to be going on. But I'm not knocking instrumentals.
I love
instrumentals. Are great because it is like singing with your instrument.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like, yeah, we know we're not singing because we just want you to hear how badass of a musician we are.
So,
hats off to you.
Anyway, what we should do is wrap it up from here and then check it out back.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out. We had a blast talking about not our favorite. We had a blast talking about our
intro.
Yeah, our intro into
yeah.
heavy metalness. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do things similar to this. So let us know if you like it. All right?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fantastic. Mandog.
Out.